An auditor service is not a commodity. It's like selecting your doctor. You're looking for a trusted business advisor for your business. Hey everyone, before we move ahead, please click on the subscribe button to stay updated on our weekly business and finance related content, which is incredibly useful for business owners, CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, and those who aspire to be one. Now let's get back to the video. Hey everyone, in our previous videos, we've discussed on the reasons why you need to get an audit done. In this video, we look into the factors you need to consider when selecting your auditor. We've been in the audit industry for over 3 decades now. We've noticed that the SMEs and startups still aren't sure how to select their auditor. They simply look for what's the cheapest option. An auditor service is not a commodity. It's like selecting your doctor. You're looking for a trusted business advisor for your business. So selecting the cheapest option would not be advisable. However, most reputed firms would not charge an arm and a leg for their fees. The smaller and medium-sized audit firms are normally more cheaper and will be able to provide you with a personalized service compared to one of the larger audit firms. So you need to look into why you're doing this audit and what is the value add for you out of this process. Let's get into the 7 factors you need to consider when selecting your auditor. The first factor, number of years of experience. A key point to look into is how long the audit firm has been serving its clients. The more experienced the audit firm, the more valuable insights and advice you will receive. An experienced audit firm will have a wealth of practical experience on how business is conducted in your jurisdiction. They will be able to provide you with insightful and practical solutions to problems that you may face. Another factor to consider is experience in your industry. Hiring an audit firm that has experience in your industry will be incredibly useful, as they would know practical challenges that you may face and will be able to advise you appropriately. Keep in mind that reputable audit firms will not share their client list with you for confidentiality reasons. However, they will be open to sharing the information of the industries they work with and probably share few client names after prior consent. The best way to actually hire an auditor is hiring through a reference. Hiring an audit firm through a referral of a friend or a colleague would be the best case scenario. The ability to get feedback from your contact on how good the auditor is will save you a lot of trouble. Hiring an auditor you can trust is really important because you'll be sharing all your confidential information with them. Therefore, hiring through a referral should give you some sort of confidence on how you can trust them. It's always better to select an auditor that has an international presence. If you have plans to go global or already have an international presence, trying to hire an auditor with a good international network will be useful. This way, your auditor will be able to give you specialized local advice, and at the same time you could just depend on one network for your entire global audit. Another factor to consider is the quality. It's good to see if the team members of the audit firm are qualified and experienced. Most good audit firms have quality control systems in place to ensure that the audit conducted are of highest standards. Many have now begun to use technology to improve their quality of work. Another factor you could look into is if this auditor can provide you with end-to-end support. Find out what services they provide other than just an audit. Most audit firms provide tax, outsourced CFO, accounting, consultancy, and other advisory services. Also, they'll be able to be providing other types of audit services as well. So you need to think about what kind of services you would be expecting to have in the future and select based on those requirements. The 7th factor to consider is if your audit firm is registered with the necessary authorities. To be qualified auditors in any country, it involves being certified by the local authorities to conduct an audit. For this, the partner of an audit firm must meet specific requirements for education and experience. Those who haven't been licensed by the relevant ministry, for example in the UAE, it's the Ministry of Economy, are not licensed to be your auditor. So make sure you select an auditor that is licensed in your jurisdiction. Hope this list of 7 factors helps you select an auditor that works best for you. Hey everyone, you've reached the end of this video. Thank you all for listening. If you like this content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you'd like for us to talk about any specific topics, please do let us know in the comments below. Hope to see you in the next video.